We did it. We got it. We actually pulled it off. We got Stop Killing Games to 1.4 million signatures. Now that's what I'm talking about. I'm incredibly proud of everybody who's been involved in this. Not just myself for what little I was able to do, not just you for signing, but every single person who signed and was able to provide a legitimate signature to Stop Killing Games. You are the reason why maybe someday in the future, gamers and other consumers will have more rights than they do now, which is only ever going to be a good thing. Now, I do want to go over some things in this video. I want to laugh at some people. I think you know who I'm going to be talking about. He does not have nearly enough mana for what's coming for him, but I want to talk about Accursed Farms. I want to thank Ross. I'm stupid. Don't mind me. But I want to thank Ross for starting this movement. I want to thank him for, managing to bring up that the movement was floundering. Less than a month ago, the movement was dead in the water, and now we are about a week away. Yeah, it is the 21st as of making this video, and as of this video launching, probably. But we are 1 week away from SKG ending its year-long signature process, and we managed to get over 1.2 million signatures within a month to save this movement. And I could not be happier. I am extremely happy about this. I'm elated, right? It's gonna feel good playing video games after this. I gotta be honest with you. And I especially want to talk about the asshole in chief at I especially want to talk about the asshole in chief at Ubisoft, the CEO, who had the audacity to come out and say, "Guys, when you buy a game, it's a service. It's going to end. Of course. You can't, everything ends. You can't have it forever. We're gonna want to shut down the servers." Of course you are. You have every right to do so. What you do not have the right to do is to try and take away the product that we purchased legally. Because now that we purchased it, it's not yours anymore. And with this movement, with the success of this movement, I hope that you are forced to admit that in court. I hope that eventually you get sued for all the bullshit that you tried to throw at us, and you were forced to eat that bullshit. Eat the poo-poo. I hope they make you eat the poo-poo. Fuck you, man. But Accursed Farms tweeted out when we made the 1.4 million signatures, and he said, "We have cleared 1.4 million signatures. I think this means the initiative is all but certain to proceed to the EU Commission. I think the only scenario it won't will be if we had a botnet spoofing on a large scale earlier, so more people signing still helps. Yes, if you do not yet know about Stop Killing Games, I urge you, go look at it, go sign it, go do all that good stuff if you haven't done it yet. If this is the video that you click and that informs you about Stop Killing Games, I am once again going to go over this. This is a movement with one intention only. That intention is, when a studio no longer wants to support a game, this means any game with an online component, from single-player online to multiplayer to massive multiplayer online games, they are allowed to stop supporting that game. What they are not allowed to do is leave it in a state where it can no longer be played. This means that, for example, World of Warcraft, let's say tomorrow Blizzard, Activision, whatever, decide that they no longer want to maintain the servers for World of Warcraft. When that happens, and they manage to pull out, when all of the private servers come back, they are not allowed to do anything about it. That's it. That's it. They can't do anything about it. No further discussion. Conversation's over. You don't want to maintain the servers? That's fine. It's ours now. We bought it. We paid for it. We want to keep playing it. That's the end of the discussion. But if you support that, if you think that's a good thing, go and sign the petition, the movement, whatever. Go do that. However, I do want to go over the fact that our poor boy, Pirate Software, has been getting shitted on for a good long while. And honestly, I'm all for it. I think the guy's a prick. I thought he was a prick from the moment I kind of like was exposed to his character. Initially, all I saw was his shorts, and I thought, hey, this guy's, you know, he's a bit of a know-it-all, but he's okay, right? He's okay. And then I had a very slight interaction with him on stream, and something about it rubbed me the wrong way. Then the OnlyFans thing happened. What happened at OnlyFans, you might ask? All right, let's go over that again, because that's something that I'm really good at. I'm really good at video games. I'm better than Pirate Software at video games. For a very long time, I thought I wasn't, but then I saw this moment, and I knew. Then I looked at his other gameplay, and I knew. Yeah, most people are. You know, this is really a low-tier god type of scenario, right? He thinks he's better. By the way, I'm covering Pirate Software. You don't need to see him. It's fine.
Boss is coming too. Watch out.
Yeah.
So, for those who don't understand, this is a dungeon, a dangerous one. This is hardcore World of Warcraft. That means that if you die for good. Your character is gone, you have to start over. You can see at the top left of my screen that Thor only has 1 HP. That is a mod, that is not a real. That just means that he only sees himself as having 1 HP. This is because Thor thinks he's such a good player that he only needs 1 hit point. That's it. He doesn't need any more. The last hit point is all that matters. And because he's a Frost Mage, he's never going to get touched. He's never going to be in any danger. That's it. That's his mindset for that. Alright, let's continue. Now, this is the dangerous dungeon. They are trying to kill all of these enemies before this guy right here notices them. Unfortunately,
Oh, I got shield wall. God damn.
as you see, the boss is now coming up the stairs. Bad. Now, notice this is Pirate Software's character. Notice he's already backing off.
Run.
Just run. Keep targeting.
Okay. The call to run is made. Somebody who is inexperienced in WoW dungeons will look at this and think, well, he said to run, so you turn around and you run. Wrong. You turn around and you run is not how you survive these situations. You have to do this in a controlled fashion. Now, a mage can in fact just turn around and run. He has that ability. Another ability that a mage has is the ability to save everybody else in the party. This is because everything that Pirate Software does, you see here, he's got these 2 abilities, which are Frostbolt, 1 high rank, 1 low rank, which is cheaper, deals less damage, but it does the slow anyway. And he's got here, this is his Blizzard, I think. I think that's his Blizzard, or yeah, that's Blizzard, this is Frost Nova. Or this is Frost Nova and this is Blizzard. I don't know. It doesn't super matter. All right? Oh, wait, no. This is Frost Nova, this is Cone of Cold, or vice versa. Again, Frost. Everything he does will slow these enemies down, which allows the rest of the party to regain control of the situation and escape with their lives. Look what he does instead. And by the way, I want you to notice, he has half of his mana here.
Dummy.
I can target him, yeah. Should I do it?
Just kill him.
Ignore Yamato, by the way. This is Yamato. He's an idiot. Disregard him. He's as dumb as Pirate Software, but less pretentious.
The massive. Yeah, target dummy. Kill the massives.
No.
I'll see how you.
Everybody else is fighting. Everybody else is doing a controlled retreat, attempting to help. This is the only time Pirate Software attempts to help.
You're fine. Any grenade?
He begins a blizzard. He begins the blizzard. There is 1 tick of damage, and then he interrupts
grenades?
it and runs away. Now, this was especially dumb because this was a high-rank blizzard. This was not the low-rank blizzard that he should have been using. This was not the one only meant for slowing. This was damage, which he didn't need. He needed to slow enemies.
Stan. You can just
Heal him.
kill them.
Yeah.
Now, you see he has very low mana. This is his fault. But notice that he can still use low-level Blizzard right here at the bottom of the screen, and he can still use both of the Frost Novas. All of these are available to him. So is Frost Nova. Frost Nova is available to him. Let us continue.
Hey, just heal me. Just come back a little bit.
What's this on me? Setting bear form.
Snuppy, just run.
I can help a lot. Yep.
Pirate, why are you walking,
At this point, he also has access to Cone of Cold.
bro?
He instead spends it blinking further away from the action, which is not necessary. He is in no danger. He is nowhere near any of the action at this point. He did not need to blink. He did it to spend more mana to create more distance to ensure that his character was safe, whereas the character of his guild members is not. This isn't a random party. If this was a random party, no harm, no foul. These are every single one of these people guild members. These are his teammates. This is his team, his family. He doesn't care.
What are you talking about? Why am I walking?
This
Look
is
at my mana.
savage.
He has mana. He has 300 mana to do all of these things. And you might be wondering, well, 300 mana, that's not that much, right? Wrong, actually. He has 4,000 mana. What do you mean he has 4,000 mana? This is a mana ruby. A mana ruby provides a lot of mana. 1,000 to 1,200. Now, Auntie, you said he had almost 4,000 mana. That's because right next to the mana ruby, he has this cloak, which can be activated for another, I believe, close to 2,000 mana. This man was not out of mana. This man had plenty of mana to save his teammates, and instead, he ran away.
Kill the Mastiff.
Posted.
Aura.
No. On.
Much mana.
And
You
then
have
he
a
sat
boss in
there.
you.
He sat here, and instead, a person died that didn't need to die. A person who was actually a really competent healer died. She didn't need to die. She died because he was a pussy. This was not a person who deserved punishment. And Snuppy, who was not the tank, who took up the tank position, I think she wasn't the tank, took up the tank position to assist the group, endangered herself, also died. That is two people who will now need to spend another 200 hours gaming just to get back to the place where Pirate Software dicked them over. And then he proceeded to spend all of this time laughing in people's faces, disregarding anything anybody said in terms of criticism, and acting like a total shithead. Now, you might be wondering, what the hell does that have to do with SKG? Well, his position with SKG was mostly the same. He acted as if he knew better than everybody else, misrepresented the movement, lied about the movement, lied about the people running the movement, lied, to this day, he still claims that the people running the movement did all sorts of very malicious shit to him. He claims that he was swatted. There's no police report. He claims that he's been harassed. He's never shown this. So, you know, he claims he's received thousands of hate messages, except he considers any message of somebody saying, hey, why are you being the way that you are, to be a hate message. So we already know that he's not actually receiving any hate messages. He's claimed to receive death threats. I've received death threats. Look at my fucking follow. This video is probably gonna get like 10 views. I'm probably gonna receive death threats over it because I'm talking shit about Pirate Software. That's how it works on the internet. Everybody gets death threats. That's how it goes. But at least I have the mana to defend myself from such a situation, unlike Pirate Software. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a good old time. I know I am gonna have a good old time, especially when this SKG situation goes all the way to Congress, and you know the European Congress looks at it and goes, well, yeah, it's a product that you bought. Yeah, you can't take that away. It's a product that you bought. And then I'm going to laugh, and I'm probably going to make a video about it, celebrating, and Russ is going to drive into the sunset, and we're all going to be very happy for him. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good. Cheers.